Welcome to Weeping Willow Homestead and another What We Eat for Dinner in a Week. In these videos, I show you how I combine inexpensive Aldi groceries with food that we are blessed with from the food pantry to make hopefully well-balanced, well-rounded meals. As a family, we generally eat low carb because my husband and I do for health reasons, and as the sole cook in the house, it is easier for me to just make one meal than to try to be a short order cook. But you will see variations to that, and I will explain those as we go. So tonight is Monday night, and I'm going to preface this week by saying there will be one night that I won't be showing meals. We are going to a community family-related event partway through the week, so we won't be home for dinner on that night, but should be every other night this week. So tonight is Monday night, and tonight it has been at least 3 weeks since we went to the grocery store last. Probably a little bit more than that, besides like my husband doing a small run. I think we've done a couple of small runs actually, but because of that, we're running low on like all of the fresh veggies and those kind of things, the easy to make stuff. So when that happens, this is one of my favorite meals to make. I call this one sausage sheet pan meal, and my kids all know it by that name. Aside from that, the name and the sausage, everything else is flexible. The reason why I like this one is because I can use up the little bits of things that we have. So I had 1 crown of broccoli, a half a bag of frozen Brussels sprouts, some carrots, some bell peppers from the garden, a small, like, I don't know, maybe a third of a head of cauliflower, and then a package of summer sausage, or not summer sausage, smoked sausage. Oh, and some radishes. Radishes, when you cook them like this, when you roast them, they taste very much like potatoes, and they kind of have the same texture as potatoes. So, I just put all of this on a cookie sheet. In the oven, 375, a good hefty amount of olive oil, salt, and then I used this garlic and herb seasoning from Aldi. I have played around with different seasoning blends. I have played around with different vegetables. Literally pretty much any vegetable that you have laying around works for this meal. We have done even canned vegetables, like canned green beans. You just put them on at the end. We've done frozen peas and corn. Yeah, like anything. Zucchini is really good in this. Onions, potatoes, sweet potatoes. It's whatever you have on hand. Because you just pay attention to the size that you cut it up in. Make sure you cut the things that usually cook longer, like potatoes, into smaller pieces, and the things that cook shorter, like broccoli, into bigger pieces. Or you can stagger putting them in. I'm just lazy and I choose not to do that. But all of my kids like this one. If you need to stretch it a little bit further, I had fully intended on doing this and time got away from me. This is really good served over rice. Especially if you do like rice and add in some onion powder and minced, like dried minced onion, chicken bouillon cube, and really make it flavorful. It's really good with that. If you need to keep it low carb, do low carb vegetables and then do cauli rice. I'm trying to think what else you could serve this over or with. Maybe like egg noodles, especially like buttered egg noodles, that kind of thing, if you're needing to stretch it a little bit further. I think this is going to be enough for us tonight. Maybe pushing it, but like I said, it's one of those where I'm trying to use up the little bits of stuff that we had left and make the little bits go a long way. And this is a great meal to do that with. You can also change out the meat and do diced chicken, diced steak. You could do just the vegetables and do the meat as another, like the vegetables as a side dish kind of thing. But yeah, just a really nice, throw it in the oven, and then I went and did like 5 other tasks, which is why time got away from me. So anyway, that is Monday night. We will see you tomorrow night. It is Tuesday evening, and we went to town today and went to the grocery store. I had fully intended on filming that, but we had chiropractor visit in the afternoon and then didn't get to the grocery store until like 4:30, 5 o'clock. And then I got a call on the way home from a friend that needed me to come pick something up. So we didn't get home until like 6. So I needed to make dinner. I did not film that, sorry. But because we were in town, I needed to pick one of the easier meals off of the menu that I have planned for the next couple of weeks. And so I did salmon patties. And we get the salmon from the food pantry on a pretty regular basis. So that is 2 cans of salmon, 2 eggs, about a half of a cup of pork rinds ground up. I use that as kind of the binding agent. I grew up, we would use crackers, like crushed up crackers. So obviously needing to keep that low carb, I did the pork rinds, and then I did a little bit of Parmesan cheese too to kind of act as a binder. Sorry, I just flipped those, and we're going to turn that off because the cast iron skillet's going to cook for a while. My kids will eat those with ketchup because, you know, that's how that works. And then we've got tomatoes from our garden, and then I opened up 2 quarts of green beans. My husband is home this evening, so we need 2 quarts. If it's just me and the kids, I can get by with 1, but it's even pushing it then. If it's going to be all of us, I need 2. I thought about doing, because 2 quarts is too much. It makes too much leftovers of them. I've thought about canning pints too, but I just can't warrant the use of the canning lid for pints for the occasion that I need to. You know, we'll get them used. I'll eat green beans for the next several days as leftovers for lunches, so no big deal. So a nice, quick, and easy meal. Like I said, I started this at 6:15, so a half an hour for me to get this done, and I was kind of doing a few other tasks while I was doing this. So, all right, that is Tuesday night. We will not see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's the family community thing that we're going to, so we will see you Thursday. It is Thursday, and we had our family community event thingy yesterday, and that means pretty much everybody ate way more junk food than usual, dessert in the middle of the week, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I went with a healthy meal for tonight. We are having what we call big salads. So it is lettuce salad with whatever toppings we have on hand. My kids love this meal. They cheer when I say we're having big salads, and it is, I think, mostly because they get to pick their toppings. So we have romaine lettuce, and then we've got avocado. We have a bunch of these like little club cracker packets from food pantry, some bacon bits, diced tomato from our garden. This is like 3 decent sized frozen thighs from Aldi. Some raisins from the food pantry, sliced almonds from the food pantry. I have had these in my cabinet for forever and kind of forgot that they were there. Hadn't used them, and they are just some marinated cauliflower and asparagus. I know I like the asparagus on my salad, so we'll see if anybody else asks for some. I've got a couple of kiddos that love asparagus, so they might. And then we have homemade honey mustard dressing. I will put that recipe in the show notes because it is delicious. And then we've got some Bragg's vinaigrette, and then some blue cheese. So it's one of those where I will put lettuce in everybody's bowl, and then I call them all in and say, okay, who wants tomato? Everybody gets chicken, everybody chooses bacon. Oh, I'm probably going to get some shredded cheese out too. I've got 2 kiddos that like avocado. I've got pretty much all of them choose raisins. A couple of them will choose the sliced almonds. It's kind of like a make your own salad bar. So this is a really great way to get your kids to try salad, is to do something where they get to pick the toppings and do a variety of toppings. If your family likes sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, you know, just pull out anything and everything that you can think of that you would put on a salad, and then let them pick and choose. And you'll be surprised at how many of them will choose like diced peppers where normally they don't like peppers, or cucumbers or something like that, because it's colorful and it's fun and they get to scoop it up and put it on their salad and that kind of thing. So great way to get your kids eating some salad. All right. That is Thursday night. We'll see you tomorrow. It is Friday night, and Friday night at our house means pizza night. And if you are new here, you know this is a rare treat. We pretty much never get takeout pizza because it's expensive, and we live far enough away from most of the pizza places that to order it, drive in and get it because they won't deliver it out to us, drive back. It's way cheaper and way faster for me to just make pizzas from scratch, or like use bread crust pizzas or whatever. So tonight though, the library this summer did a summer reading program, and each child that entered in got a free personal pan pizza from a gas station that's in one of the 2 small towns near us that does these Noble Romans pizza. And so I have been holding on to these certificates for the last like 3 months, for a night when mom just didn't feel like cooking, and the kids have been begging for this. So we did tonight. So we did 3 pepperoni and 3 cheese pizzas, and these are like hot out of the oven. Hot out of the oven. We had to wait for them to get done. And then I went ahead and threw together just a quick fruit salad to go with it. Thought about green beans or salad, but I'm just feeling lazy tonight. So that's what the kids are having. For me, I think I'm going to throw some chicken thighs in the air fryer. I've got some leftover green beans from earlier this week, so I think that's how I'm going to roll. I've been trying to stick to some really simple foods like meat and veggies, a little bit of fruit, no processed anything. No, well, okay, I still eat chocolate some. But like no nuts, no seeds, no, not even like a whole lot of seasonings, not a whole lot of oils, those kind of things. Just really giving my digestive system a break so that hopefully the rest of the little bits of digestive issues that I'm having can chuck it out the dang window and I can get better. And I'm willing to eat really simple foods for, I have even contemplating doing carnivore diet for a month. It would be interesting on budget, but you can do it on a low budget because you can do a whole lot of ground meats. Yes, hi kitty cats. That's the brothers that we have. But you can do carnivore on a really low budget and still make it work. And so it's something that I have considered doing. I've considered doing the GAPS diet, something along those lines, just to kind of reset my stomach. Both of those are really, really good for that. I encourage you to look into those. So yeah, but as it stands, I'm just doing really simple foods. So really easy to digest. All right. Anyway, long-winded Friday night. Woohoo. Takeout pizza. My kids are excited, so we're going to go dish this up. All right. We'll see you tomorrow. It is Saturday night, and Saturday night we usually make a big meal, and y'all, we went all out tonight. This will probably be the last time that we fire up the grill for the year. And because of that, and because whenever we do turn on the grill, we try to make the most of it since it's going to be on. We cook all the things. So this will be like days worth of leftovers for us. So my husband pretty much made dinner tonight. We had a family size pack of chicken legs from Aldi. We had a package of hot dogs, one of the frozen burger patty bag thingies from Aldi, and then a couple of steaks from the food pantry a while back. New York strip steaks, I think is what they were. And my husband thinks he has them cooked to his perfection, which is like a medium rare. Yeah. And then I took a bunch of our peppers, our little mini snack size peppers, and cut those up, and he cooked those. And then there's also a zucchini mixed in with it that we'll just pick through on whoever wants what. And then some of the last tomatoes from the garden. We haven't gotten them frost yet, but they're calling for possibly later on this week. I will cover the plants and cross my fingers and hope, I guess, next week. Yeah. And then I also have green beans, leftover green beans in the refrigerator that I'm going to pull out and warm up as well. So we have just another vegetable side, because I know I've got at least one kid that won't eat the peppers, one kid that's burnt out on tomatoes. You know how that goes. So obviously this is going to be a slightly more meat heavy night, and that's okay. So if you are new here, that is our week of meals. On Sundays, I do not cook. I don't clean. I don't do dishes. I don't do laundry. We take the day off. So when we get home from church tomorrow, I will pull out all of the leftovers from this week, whatever we have in the refrigerator. This, which is part of the reason why we cook a big meal on Saturday. And I let the kids pick and choose whatever they want. They can have a burger and a chicken leg and some green beans. That's fine. Whatever they want for that meal. If all they want is vegetables, cool. If all they want is starches, cool. It is about getting the leftovers used, because I hate food waste. And then for dinner tomorrow night, I pull out charcuterie board things. So cured meats, dried fruits, nuts, pickles, raw veggies, goat cheese, graham crackers, peanut butter, anything that you would normally see on a charcuterie board. I pull out whatever we have on hand, and I lay that all over the kitchen counter, just in their containers. And we bust out paper plates, and the kids once again get to pick and choose whatever they want. And it's a night where mom doesn't have to cook, and I don't even have dishes to do. And I usually end up just eating leftovers again. So it makes for a nice, relaxing, well, as relaxing as getting 5 kids ready to go to church by myself every Sunday can be, but it makes for a nice, relaxing day of just not having to cook anything besides breakfast. And even that, usually my kids are pretty self-sufficient on that. So, all right, that is our week of meals. I will try to remember to post any relevant recipes in the show notes. And until then, yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye and God bless.